Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from William. And here's his story. Well, first of all, the weather's broke in South Florida. Unfortunately, there was so much torrential downpouring and flooding. Everything is backed up on my block. Remember when I had the sewer back up? Well, they got it again. Luckily, I'm on the second floor, so that's not my problem. You can probably hear all the beeping and a lot of noise. So I have to go to the bank anyway, and I figured this is a video I could do while driving from William. And what William wanted to know is, you know, with all the Karen videos going on, he wanted me to do a video on the Central Park, the Central Park woman who called the cops on this black man who kind of didn't get in her face, and now she's lost her job. They took her dog from her, and people are all like, fire this Ann woman, and she's a racist, and this and that. She's making false charges, which, you know, she tried to do in a way. But if you look at, now here's the thing. I have told you guys this in numerous videos. Never, ever try to get in between a dogfight. Don't do it. And what we got there is Karen on Karen violence. Because if you listen and if you read the transcript of what the guy said to her, he threatened her. He did, and then he's like, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna do something and you're not gonna like it, and then he's gonna threaten the dog and tried to call the dog over. There are no good guys in that scenario. I've been telling you guys this repeatedly, that the left will eventually eat itself because there's not enough victims. There's not enough victims, and there's not enough bad guys. So they have to keep creating them. They have to keep creating bad guys. And when you run out of bad guys, okay, you have to go start looking for them. And that's what Karen is now. So now you have all of these Karens on seek and destroy missions. Who can I fucking impose my motherfucking will on? Who's gonna listen to me today? Who's gonna listen to me today? And when you got two Karens facing off against each other, whoo, glorious. Sit back and watch. Why would you ever want to get in between that? Let them fight. Let them fight. It's glorious. So instead of trying to figure out who to charge what with who, I mean, here's my thing. Like, you want justice and you want retribution, but this constant fucking tit for tat, and I'm coming for you, I don't know how it ends. I don't know how this ends without one side surrendering to the other. And I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that happens without some kind of full-on outbreak of violence, and because this is where it's pushing. Our side doesn't have to really worry about it because the left is going to destroy itself. Karen's already running out of victims. Karen's already running out of bad guys. So what does Karen do? They go out and they search. Now, far be it from me to defend anybody who's got their fucking dog off their leash in a public place, because you know how I feel about dogs. Okay? Again, I'm not defending her. I'm not defending him. You got two fucking Karens trying to impose their will on one another. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. In the middle of Central Park, New York. Fuck them. You reap what you sow, man. You reap what you sow, and now what's left. Now everybody's trying to get out. Everybody with half a brain is trying to get out of that fucking area and trying to get out, okay? And what's left is Karen. And who's Karen going to have left to bully? Other Karens. Oh, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. I just talked to my best friend Tommy this morning. You know, he called me. You know, he's still up in Manhattan. He's still up in New York. And I'm telling him, I'm like, dude, you've been living up there. Like, you don't realize you're living in a fucking dystopia. He's like, I know, I gotta get out. He's like, I gotta figure it out. I gotta get out of there. He's like, I lived in Florida for 4 years. They were the only years I were clean. And I couldn't believe when I was living here that I actually lived here. I'm like, well, why did you leave? Oh, well, it was 2003 and my father was sick. His father just died this year. 17 years of the best of his prime years he gave up to go take care for a sick boomer who didn't die for another 17 fucking years. So when you got Karen on Karen violence in New York City, in the Karen capital of the world, let them fight. Let them deal with it. Don't just sit back and laugh and point. Don't try to involve yourself emotionally in this, other than to point and to laugh at them, because that's what they can't stand. Above all else, is they cannot stand being made fun of. Karen cannot handle it. That's what Karen's ex-husband used to do, who walked out on her. Used to fucking make fun. Nuh-uh. Karen's running out of victims. And when Karen runs out of victims, you get Karen on Karen violence. Let them fight. So, not much more I could say on that. I'm sorry, I'm confused if this is William or Brett. It might be Brett. I might have called you William, but I think it might be Brett. I apologize. I should. But thank you for the question. I was going to talk about this anyway, because how could you not? I was going to do it showing the video, but you don't even need it. I mean, everybody has seen it at this point. And with the flooding and the work going on, I'm not going to get any work done. So this was the perfect video to do while driving. So pretty good start of the week. I got some other stories ready to go. It looks like they're narcissism related. Not too many. You know, like 3 or 4, not much. You know, I definitely need to continue to build on the queue. Thank you to everybody I've gotten some really nice just contributions to the channel in general. Colleen specifically, thank you very much. It was very generous. And to everybody who chips in whatever they can, when they can. It is always appreciated. And I did go to the gym this morning, and I had a workout. What I did is I took an old beanie, and I cut the seams off the top and pulled it over my face and then over like a, what is that called? Khalifa? Whatever it is. So I did that, and I ordered sweatbands off of Amazon, you know, keep the sweat off me. It's ugly. So that's what's going on. Again, if you want to get in on the queue, if you want to get in on a Skype or a phone call, it's just not really going to be able to do it today, but for the rest of the week, we could set that up. And again, if you could just sponsor the channel in general, that's always awesome too. All right, everybody, I'm going to cut it here as I am at the bank. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.